tell y'all what happened. I was making this scarecrow over Saturday. And my iPhone crashed. So I was unable to save the videos I had made. And the whole talk I did on my stroke. So I'm going to try to recreate some of that and tell some of the stories I did if I can remember them. I wrote a lot of them down right after I discovered my phone had crashed, so hopefully I'll remember all of them. You like a mid on camera? So I made this cute scarecrow. And what I did, I painted chalk paint on for the head, put buttons. I couldn't find my paintbrush, so I had to use a Q-tip to color in his nose. And then I had a paint pen that I drew his mouth. Next, I did the bottom, and I cut an old pair of kids' jeans in and Mod Podged them on the top, and I ended up having to cut the pockets out because it wouldn't Mod Podge where the pockets were. So I cut the pockets out and Mod Podged that. And while I was doing that, I was telling about my trip last week. Me and my sister that lives in Midland went to surprise our sister that lives in Rapid City for her 60th birthday. And so we drove 14 hours up there to surprise her, and she was surprised, but it was only by the grace of God we surprised her, because I don't know how many times I flubbed up. Renee said she did, and then Karis, my sister Rochelle, who we surprised, said she did because she was in on this. And one day I said, Rochelle, do you want me to bring this tea when you come home at Christmas? Or something like that. So it's different things we all nearly messed up, but we were able to surprise her, and that was so much fun. But then after, funny, my Q-tip I used to paint the nose was stuck on his shirt. Wasn't that funny? And after I Mod Podged the pants on, I took a little boy's flannel shirt, put that on, Mod Podged it on the front and the underneath and on top. And then when it was staying good enough, I siliconed the middle to the bottom. I wrapped this rope around for his belt, and then I took two, you know, those noodles that you can buy for the pool. I have quite a few of those small ones, so I cut those up and put in his sleeves, and then stuffed the bottom of them. I cut them too short, which are at the elbow, which actually kind of works, because then I could bend the arm. And I stuffed both of those with hay, put hay here and hay around the top, and then I went and bought this plant to put in it, and I'm going to put hay down there around the edge of the pot to kind of hold that in better. But didn't that turn out so cute? And then I've also got a clay pot saucer, but I got the size too small, which was the only thing I had here on hand. And so it's painted black. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to paint it yellow, this color yellow that I have under the straw, for the bottom or not, but I'll think about that, and I may do that tomorrow, and then also stuff it with hay. But one of the things I talked about in my previous messed up video or lost video was my sister's house is 4 levels. She's got the basement, and then when you walk in, there's a level that's just a den, the laundry room, and a bath. And then she's got these huge stairs to climb up to the second level, which is just the kitchen and dining room. And then you climb another set of 7 stairs to get to the bedrooms and 2 baths. And then, of course, the bottom level from the den, you go down to the basement. But we never tried those stairs. But her stairs were so tall, I couldn't climb them. And my sister, Rochelle, the sister we went to see, had just had surgery, gallbladder surgery, so she couldn't do a whole lot. And my sister that I rode up to Rapid City with, Renee, would have to get up and kind of push my right leg, which is my bad leg, up, and I would hold on to the railing of the stairs and pull myself up. And we would get to the level the kitchen is on, and I would have to take a break because it just wore me out. And then we would do the next 7 step of stairs on up to the bedroom. And then it was the same thing going down. And those stairs are so tall. Rochelle had a house when she lived in San Antonio. The stairs weren't nearly that tall. There were twice as many stairs to go up, and I could do that with the railing and my cane. But these stairs, I could not get up, and without Renee's help. So we finally figured out I would stay down in the den, sleep in the recliner, and use the bathroom down there. So we finally, after the second night, figured that out, and so I stayed down there. The first night we got there was Thursday night, so they helped me up the stairs Thursday night, and then Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, and Monday night, I stayed down in the den. But we went to Mount Rushmore. Oh, it's unbelievable. I got some still shots. I didn't even think, before I left, I was like, I'm going to get video of all of this. I didn't do any video. I completely forgot about the video. So I only have still shots of that, which I'll include some of that of us 4 girls at Mount Rushmore, the lake, going in and out of Mount Rushmore. They've got little lakes, and I'll enclose some of that in this footage too. And the Mount Rushmore pictures do not do it justice. It is just gorgeous and just unbelievable. It is so awesome. And we went to Sturgis, and I had my picture made in front of quite a few of those. My friend Mickey is a huge Sturgis fan, so I got him a coffee mug from Sturgis. And maybe I'll take a picture of that and put that in here because it's a really cute mug. But one of the days we had gone shopping so I could get some of this stuff to make my scarecrow when I got home. And I got up there to pay, and I didn't have my wallet. And having a stroke, I freaked out. And because I didn't know where my wallet was. And let's take a break for just a second. Wallet, or I thought I had lost my wallet. And whenever I get stressed, tired, just different emotions happen. Like, I can say hi to someone new, and that will trigger an emotion. And my neurologist told me it's a thing that caused, with my stroke, it caused the left side of my brain. It did something to my brain, which I can't remember what it is, but I have PBA from that, and I can't say the legal term for it. But, and that's where you laugh or cry uncontrollable. I have got it somewhat under control. Since my strokes, they've tried different medications and finally put me on gabapentin 3 times a day, and which gabapentin also helped my restless leg syndrome, which I got from my stroke also. So whenever I get, tired or stressed or whatever, I start crying and I can't stop. And before they got me on medication, it was really bad. When we were moving my dad back to Texas from Arizona, he had Alzheimer's, and we were cleaning out his house and stuff. Every morning, I would just have these wailing, crying spells that would last anywhere from 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And used to, it would really upset the dogs when I would have those. So I would get in the shower and turn on the shower and just stand there with the shower running on me to drown out my sobbing and crying. But anyway, losing my wallet triggered that, and I couldn't stop crying. And we drove all the way back to Rochelle's house. She went in and my wallet was there on the table. So I was able to kind of get myself back under control, but I stayed cry all day. Just little things would trigger me crying, which, talking about it now, triggers me crying. And so then the next day, we were shopping. I reached in my pocket to where I thought my phone was. My phone wasn't there. I started crying. And it wasn't as bad as the day before, but I still started crying. Rochelle went out to the car, and luckily it was in the car. And so she brought that back in. But just little things like that trigger my crying. And I can usually tell when I wake up in the mornings if it's going to be a bad day or good day with crying. And I actually talked to a lady in a group that I'm in, a stroke survivor, that has the laughing part. And she says she gets to laughing so hard, she loses her breath. and she said she can't go to weddings or funerals or anything like that because she just starts laughing uncontrollably, hysterically. So I told her, and she didn't have, her neurologist hadn't mentioned PBA to her. So I told her to go back to her neurologist and talk to her neurologist about the PBA. And I told her, you know, I was on gabapentin and I couldn't remember the name of the two medicines they had tried before that didn't help. But I had a great nephew that had, I can't remember the disease he had, but he died at the age of 5 or 6. But they had tried to put him on gabapentin, and my nephew said that it would send him into hysterics, and so they had to take him off of it. And so, you know, gabapentin works for some people and it doesn't others. So I told her to talk to her neurologist, and they could try different medicines that hopefully could help her with that. But so all of that happened. We went to Rochelle's church on Sunday. That was nice. Then I can't remember what we did after church on Sunday. I remember we did something, but I can't remember what it was. But I wanted to share about the crying also. If you'll notice, my hair is braided on the side, and you might all think that's weird, but when I had my stroke, it affected my right side, and I can no longer lift my hand back up to braid my hair, and I do this to keep it out of the way when I'm doing my crafts. So I had gotten to where somebody had mentioned doing it on the side, and I don't remember who had mentioned that, but I started braiding it on the side whenever I do my crafts, and that way it's out of my way. And I was trying to think of other stories I was telling while I was making this cute little guy. One of the stories I was telling is a group of us ladies from church went to Branson, Missouri one weekend, and we were going to meet the men from church, their husbands. I was the only single one, I think. The husbands had gone fishing, gone to Bull Shoals, fishing and skiing and stuff like that, and we were going to meet them there after we went to a day of shopping. And a couple of the ladies talked me into ziplining. I used to do quite a few things. I've skydived, rock climbed, and stuff like that, and I miss things like that. And so they said, let's go ziplining. And I was like, I don't know if I should. And I said, what the heck? I'm going to do it. And it had the chair in it where you sit in to go zip lining across, I think it was across a lake. And when I got back, my doctor had seen it on my Facebook page, and she chewed me out. She said, don't you ever do anything like that again. She was pretty upset, and I promised her no more ziplining. Because she, explained to me the health risk and all that, and after about 6 months after we had done that, I did have a number of strokes. I had 30-something. Some of them were mini strokes and some were full strokes, but not as bad as the first original strokes. So that was pretty funny. And I don't really remember what other stories I told, but that'll be enough for this video, and I hope y'all liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can check out my next video. But before I go, let's see. Oh, let me find a Bible verse to share with y'all. Let's do Colossians 3:17. Whatever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord, giving thanks through him to God the Father. And I think with this being November, Thanksgiving month, don't forget to thank God for everything he does for your life. Thank you. Bye. Everybody have a great week.